Hello everyone, this is Arthur the Moonlit Usurper. Welcome back to Dark Souls 3, the Moonlit Night walkthrough. Last time we took down Yorm of the Profaned Capital. Well, Yorm the Giant. Helped Sigurd with that. Then grabbed Sigurd's armor plus his copy of the Storm's Ruler after he died. Gonna miss our onion. And freed a witch from Irithyll dungeon. Bought some dark pyromancies and dark miracles from her. Or pyromancies that we couldn't get otherwise from her. And for the rest of that episode, we just basically dicked around in Firelink. Literally, if you watch the video, around a little bit over half is just me messing around in Firelink. But let's move on to what this episode is going to be about. For this episode, we are going to explore what's past Pontiff's. It's past the Pontiff's area. And we're going to probably find a Covenant item. And maybe marry Henri. Maybe. Depends upon how everything goes. Well, let's get started. Make our way past here. Don't worry, we'll be coming back and exploring more of the Pontiff's arena. But first, what we're going to do is try to kill those crystal lizards. Oh shit. Well, don't worry, we can just reload the area or die and come back and get the other crystal lizard. Which I believe also has Twinkleton. Now this area, this is real. You're real. Oh shit, hold on, let me try to say that. This area will get invaded a lot. Why? Because there's a Covenant who makes its home in this area. The Covenant that we should get. The Covenant's location. I keep forgetting I don't have the bow and arrow equipped. Right in there. Roughly. Right in there. Okay. Still below 70% carry weight, and 666. Well, if we're gonna be the Hollow Lord, we might as well be the devil as well. We're gonna make our way down here to get a ring. You're gonna face Irithyll slaves, just to be aware. Oh! Shit, I got spooked for a moment. Turns out the noise is above us. It's not coming towards us. So all those Irithyll slaves are dead, and we grab the Dark Stoneplate Ring, which, you know what the Flame Stoneplate Ring does? You pretty much surmise what this one will. But just to show you, got 10 extra points for Dark. And that chanting above us is some of those cathedral priests, which we're going to need to kill a few. This is going to suck, because there's a lot of them up here. Oh, wow, that's something. Now, these you can farm Covenant items from. Of that Covenant that we'll be getting in this episode. Shit. That's the Covenant we'll be invaded by. Aldrich Faker. Oh, we got something. Ah, shit, I was gonna go back into the Pontiff's area, but we'll be invaded. First, we're gonna heal up. We've got kind of an advantage because we have more Essence Flask than our Invader does. Of course, I think nothing would have really changed for PvP if the invading if Phantoms were allowed to have the same amount of Essence Plus they do in their own world. I'm going to go back over here and wait for our opponent. Why? Because this is one of the most used areas for dueling. Alright. Now, let's see what happens. Okay, I think we hit him. What was that noise? Seriously, what the hell is that noise? Okay, be careful of parry, because that's our most favorite foe, and shit! And watch stamina. Ow, ow. Now let's see if he heals or not. If our opponent heals, then it's fair game for us to heal. Wait, did we actually damage him with our armor? Okay, we kinda got hit. I am panicking. Well, okay, now I think that was the dark infusion of his sword that did his damage. That was a fair fight. But, good thing is, we're dead, and since we're not Embered anymore, we can just basically go through without getting invaded. Kind of good thing, but kind of problematic, because, again, we have less hit points. But there's another Crystal Lizard we can get. Come to Papa, you little bastard! Gonna quickly tie that again. Grab our souls. And we're going to explore the rest of Pontiff's Arena. Then we're going to explore this. But first we should probably kill some of those annoying priests up there. Alright. Ow! Okay, they have a lot of that defense. There we go. I'm gonna kill all of them. That was 150 plus. Let's see what Firewall Surplus 5 will do. Okay, so not much difference. Literally not much difference. Ow! Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up! Okay, so we're gonna fight a rando. Not necessarily SCP so much, but God. There we go. 3 shots. grab this. Try twin spears. And he's got like that. Don't worry. We don't have to worry about him. But kill him just to be sure. So we get nothing from that. Now let's check our reward. Hammers, spears. I think it's the only twin paired spear weapon in the game. Could be wrong. 14 strength, 20 dex. And apparently, the people from Drag Knights, you know, from the land of Dark Souls 2. Apparently, Dark Souls 2 is mostly well known for its pairing, weapon pairing. Oh, in Dark Souls 2, you don't have to pair any weapon with any other weapon. Kind of, sort of. Oh, that we just picked up? That's useful for leveling up the Aldrich Faithful Covenant. The Covenant that we'll get soon. Oh. I am tasting something. Hold on. Yeah, I believe we got that. It must have been just the reflection. Now let's go back in here and get everything that we can find. There will be a mimic we have to fight on the other side of the area, I think. Oh, there's the mimic. Okay, we can wreck its face. Oh shit, we cannot wreck its face. As I just forgot that we used all of our Undead Hunter charms. Shit, I should have bought those. Shut up, bud. Oh shit. Ow, ow, ow. So we get Golden Ritual Spear as our reward. I'm assuming stupid things located in spears. There we go. Yeah. Faith. Spell buff. Oh, it's another casting implement. But it scales on faith. Used for sorcery, scales on faith. I'm gonna assume this is for Omni mages. Basically, builds that have 50 or 60, probably ideally 60 in intelligence and faith. Basically, at that point, you're able to pretty much cast anything and do massive damage with it. I don't know, you have to keep in mind ring choice, because faith requires 2 different rings in order to maximize miracle damage. Sorcery requires 2 different rings in order to maximize spell damage. And pyromancy again requires 2 different rings in order to maximize pyromancy damage. And we've got all those rings. There we go, killed a crystal lizard and simple gem. Which again, this would have been the first one if we had just continued with Irithyll, the Boreal Valley, and onwards, instead of the whole Yorm situation. And this is pretty much everything in this area. This allows us to go back up here for whatever reason. Useful little shortcut. Oh, look, all the pews have regenerated. I'm not gonna sit at the bonfire because, hey, we don't need to. But we are gonna try killing all the giants. And we're gonna deal with a rather rough part of this playthrough. Walkthrough. A rather rough one. Right above, just for a bit of scenery knowledge, is Anor Londo. Once you get up to that point, past that lift, you're in Anor Londo proper. I personally still say we're technically in Anor Londo now, but hey, Irithyll and Anor Londo super connected. No. Nope. I think that's a giant. There we go. That's loud, but... I love how we just stagger with one shot. Is there a giant around here that's asleep? No? No more giants? We're basically done with the giants? Not good. There's absolute nothing here. Grab down from there. I have to check because again there's snow and the white item sprites tend to blend in. Well, the white soul sprites indicate here's an item that you can pick up. They tend to blend in with everything. Nope. I believe that's all the items we get from this area. Oh, speaking of that human Drake's item we picked up, we only need 10 total to rank up the Aldrich Faithful Covenant, so that way we get a dark spell, sorcery. And that spell is actually necessary for getting an achievement. Well, obviously it is, because it's a main game spell, but... yeah, basically, get 10 human dregs, give them to the person we need to talk to in order to rank up the Aldrich Faithful Covenant, and dark sorcery in our hands. As for 30 of them, I believe it gives you a staff that I think scales on faith. Oh, and down here is where you get the Covenant item. Plus, down here is also where you fight these. These annoying assholes. Remember the Potov's beasts? Potov's dogs, you know, Gaping Dragon had sex with a dog and this is what came out. These are the last two we'll fight in this game. Which is a problem because considering how they'll aggro it, oh shit. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. Okay. Now, hopefully it stands up. Ow, ow. Yes! We staggered it! And after staggering it, it'll do that. Ow! Yes! It's dead. That's one of them. Now, killing these two will grant us, besides being able to allow us to get to the guy who grant us a Covenant item, they will grant us a ring. I just hope I don't die to this one. But, that shouldn't be as much of an issue, because... oh, are you shitting me? Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. First, let's grab another human drinks item. Hey, douchebag! Oh shit! Ow, ow! Bad talk! Bad talk! Leave me alone. Ow! Bad push! Bad push! Bad push! Bad push! Bad push! How the fuck did I miss? What? Let's see if this works. There we go. And the Lords are killing your last two Sullivan's Beasts. The Ring of Favor. It's not favor and protection because the creators realized, oh, it spells FAP. Anyways, this gives us around 10% extra hit points. Not 10%. 1%? On. Actually, 3%. I'm actually going to do math on this. Yep, 3%. And let's see what our stamina is now. 112. So, around, if I'm getting this correctly, around 8% extra hit points? Extra stamina? Eight or 9% extra stamina. Then equip load. .3 divided by 47. 4 or 5% extra in terms of equip load. Basically boosts all these stats by a small, but depending on what your build is, maybe crucial amount. Okay, we got our bonfire. Grab the deep gem. Speaking of which, that's deep gem number 2 that we found in the game. And we're gonna talk to Archdeacon Madonna. Destroy the Covenant. Leave, but we'll eventually come back to offer the dregs, which we've got 2. We need 8 more just to get that Dark Sorcery. Speaking of which, that Dark Sorcery is an upgraded version of the one we got from the Deacons in the Deep fight. This one. And it's actually worthwhile using. This... I have no clue what was calling me. That was... Now, as I was saying about the sorcery we got from Deacons in the Deep, you're better off using Fair Dart, or Great Fair Dart. I should have healed with Bonfire, I just realized that. But this is the longest ladder of all Souls games. It's so annoying. But, here's our next part of our area. Yep, aside from the ladder, I should have attuned Soul Greatsword. Let's grab Tynite Scale. And see if there's anything else, because this next part's going to suck. By suck, I mean we're going to deal with Black Knights. Silver Knights. Remember the Anor Londo? You remember that part of Anor Londo where you have to deal with Silver Knights launching their great arrows into your face? Now, we're going to deal with that again. Ow! Surprisingly, it took a lot less damage than it should have, but I'm not complaining. Let's grab this Arch Titanite Shard. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Again, I should have equipped myself with Soul Greatsword. Why didn't I equip myself with Soul Greatsword? I knew this was gonna happen on some level. Oh shit. Ow! I was trying to backstab his dick! Yes, there we go! Backstab! There we get ton sure as well. Now, to think that one, it makes it easier for every other stupid knight. I whiffed that one. And we get Dragon Slayer Greatbow and Lord Cinder. Speaking of which, we got another Greatbow from... Shit, I forgot where. No, I literally forgot where because I had no clue. It was the Oni Slayer Greatbow. At least I think I got it. Wait, shit, did I not get that one? Was I just dreaming? I could have sworn I got another Greatbow. Maybe I got something else. For some reason, I remember getting another Greatbow. It's just, I apparently missed it. Oh, let's go back. Let's go down here and grab Easterner's Ashes. If you look at the description for those ashes, it's basically, you know, Shiva of the East, that guy from Dark Souls 1. We just have his ashes. Alright. More tie-dye shards. Now, we're gonna have to prepare for this next part, because... Ow. Ow! Dick! I'm gonna ember up. And we get Sword Icons. Well, actually no, let's not ember up. Instead, Sigbro! Thank you! Thank you, Geometry, for screwing me over. Unfortunate late tip. Be careful of their slash, because as you can see, they can still get you with the way they swing their swords. I think that's the last Silver Knight that waits to kill this area. Well, immediately. I know Londo, there's like at least 3 of them to worry about. God, let's trick a Divine Blessing. I know it seems like a waste, but helps. Now, the reason why I'm going back this way is there's several items we're going to try grabbing. Wait a second, I swore there was an item over here. Oh, wait, there it is, there it is, there it is. No, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Oh, by the way, if all the knights are still alive, you're going this way, don't go the way I'm going right now. Because you'll get shit slammed by every arrow. You're better off just going that path with the conveniently, not conveniently for you, place night. Well, the route unfortunately placed night because shit. I know there's somewhere we can drop down. I think it's right here. I have Silver Cat Ring. This should not kill me. Okay. This is one area we can drop down to. Absolute shit here. But what we're going to find is right down here. Oh, we get Dragon Slayer Great Bow, Dragon Slayer arrows. Well, more of them. I think there may be something on this little ledge. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go this way because fear of heights is kicking in. Yep. I'm actually gonna look up Oni Slayer Great Bow because I could swear I found it. Oh my god, it was that boat. You know that bridge that lets from the bonfire to Yorm's boss fight? Remember that bridge where we could drop down onto those platforms? That was where I found the stupid thing, but I apparently did not grab it. Because I reloaded my save. Because I ended up screwing up one of my saves while I was farming for sunlight metals. Only to end up accidentally going to Yorm's boss fight when I didn't want to at the time. So instead I just quit out of that and reloaded the prior save, which meant I had to farm all those sunlight medallions again. But we managed to get them and shit. I'll have to show you where that bow is because my ignorant self apparently forgot that this isn't the exact same save that I got the bow in. Now, over here around the corner is another item. And it's Large Tie-Dye Shard. We're practically, I think, kind of sort of swimming in these. Anyway, we've been upgrading everything else up to this point. Let's not fall from there. This is shortcut to the bonfire, just in case we somehow end up dying after this. But if you got to this point, you basically should have killed everything. Basically should have. Silas from all the memories we get from this area, mainly the Silver Knights and their giant annoying arrows. I hate these knights. I hate their giant arrows. And this is where we go to marry Anor. Ordinarily, there would be there would be a wall in front of you with a statue of Gwyn. You know, wall that you could cut down in order to pass through. But here, well, besides the wall, there would be, I think, nothing here if you did do the whole Yol, Yuria, Anri, and by extension Horus quest lines. But since we're progressing so far for the Yol, Yuria, Anri questline mix, and we let the assassin take care of Anri, let's talk to said assassin.
Welcome, our gracious lord. Your spouse awaits you. You are very near. Please, take the sword of avowal. May you be the truest lord of Londo yet.
So, after talking to assassin woman, we get the sword of vow. I'm presuming woman, I could be wrong. Let's look at the item description for this. Well, fact, right of wedlock gives birth to a true hollow lord. And this is how we're gonna marry our spouse. And over here we get the brass set from, remember the Dark Moon Knights in Dark Souls 1? The Firekeeper of that area? That's basically her corpse. I think she died when Aldrich and Sylvan invaded this place. If you look up all the lore of the Cathedral of Deep and Sylvan, basically they invaded Anor Londo and overthrew it. Which was made easier by the fact that later on we'll find out that Ormseed basically decided to say, screw it, I'm gonna go find the son of Gwyn who was banished for siding with the dragons. The one who lost the Annals of History in Dark Souls 1. That son. The first Dragon Slayer. Or the commander, Captain Commander of the Dragon Slayers. And unfortunately Smoke was the only one left behind to deal with this shit. And he died. And then again, I shouldn't feel bad for Smoke, because screw him. Just ahead. And here's Henri. Okay, we press right for Val instead of read the mark. And here's the cutscene we get for pretty much progressing through the entire questline. Now, even after this, I'd recommend not getting rid of your Dark Sigils, because that could basically destroy any chance you have of obtaining that ending. And our marriage is stabbing Henri in the face. And through our marriage, we absorb the darkness of Henri's sigils. I don't know why it's panning up exactly. I really don't. But we get 3 Dark Sigils as a reward. Kind of mixed feelings about this. Now I'm close to being the Hollow Lord. All I need to do is bring all the Lords of Cinder together to access the first flame and consume it. Now, if you reload this area and come back here, you'll get Henri's straight sword. Okay, I paused for a moment, but basically, get Henri's straight sword after doing this and reloading and coming back. But after the ceremony, we find the assassin is dead. I'm presuming from suicide or from fulfilling their quest. And we get the Chameleon spell. Basically, Chameleon is like Homeward. It's like the Young White Branch's accepted spell form. Let's go over here and grab the Ember. And pull the lever. Now that's gonna be a fun one. Why? Because we're gonna go there before this episode's basically done. But here's our stairway to Anor Londo. Kind of like Stairway to Heaven, except Anor Londo's not frozen and shit. Oh! If you look off to the distance, that is where we'll go once we get the Path of the Dragon gesture. At least I believe that's the name of the gesture. Okay, and we're in Anor Londo. Now let's rest. Because we need it. Well, needed it. And we're gonna clip a bow. Why? Remember the crystal cave in Dark Souls 1? Where we eventually fought Sif? Where you'd fight Sif? It's kind of like that. And as far as I know, it's the only place where you have invisible floors. Which, thank the gods of our Londo for that. Seriously. I hated that crystal cave bullshit. Because this is how we're going to progress it. Now, you could use those little prism stones, but I find using arrows works just as well. This is a plotting pace, but hey, we don't have to deal with crystal golems trying to smash our faces in. Which is good. Because, again, I cannot express how much I basically have a salty feeling in my mouth. How much salt I feel from that stupid quest. Stupid area. Oh, good. I could have sworn I hit the floor. Oh, this is also where you get to place in a Dark Moon Covenant. Which is Blue Sentinels, but Dark Souls 1 style. Which, again, makes me wonder, why the hell is there Blue Sentinels? Unless that's literal Dark Souls 2 pandering. Which, frankly, you could have found better ways of pandering to Dark Souls 2 than Dark Souls 2 fans than just bringing the Blue Sentinels here. First, light the bonfire. And we're going to talk to Yorshka.
Name thyself, stranger. I am Yorshka, captain of the Dark Moon Knights.
Priscilla cosplay.
What beckoned thee to such a place?
Well, what beckoned me was wanting to get the blades in a Dark Moon Covenant just to have it. And frankly, if you give like 10 proof of Concord Cap to her, you'll get a ring which will give you 2 extra attunement slots. 30 of them get you the Dark Moon Blade Miracle, which, God, getting 30 is such a hassle. Really, it literally is annoying as hell to try to do. Personally, I think they could have handled the whole Dark Moon Blade / Blue Sentinels Covenant issue better. They could have picked one and just found a way of better weaving it into the characters' arcs of Anri, Horus, Cirrus, and Yorshka. Because all 4 of them basically have a connection to either Blades of the Dark Moon, Yorshka and Cirrus, or the Blue Sentinels with Anri and Horus. Which Horus' only real role other than, oh, you have to kill him in order to progress the whole Anri Horus questline / Yul Yuria questline. That was Horus' only other purpose. Was, oh, I'm going to give you the Blades of the Dark Moon gesture. Otherwise, kill me so you can progress these quest lines. I mean, there's only so much you can do with someone who's mute and stuff, but I felt like they could have done maybe a little bit more. Oh well, let's perform Dark Moon Loyalty. Thank you, Cirrus.
Thou thinkst too. Very well. Captain to this knightless company I remain. I will grant thee purpose.
It's Priscilla, the less fluffier sister.
Thou'st journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I place thee under the aegis and the power of the Dark Moon.
We get?
Thou'rt now a blade of the Dark Moon, the only knight of our company.
Everyone else is dead.
Swear this oath and face thy solemn duty.
I feel like the only knight of our company is a joke of how basically no one bothers with this, because very few people actually bother wearing the way of the blue covenant item, which is only there to help with Dark Moon Blades and Blue Sentinels. Again, they could have reworked all that. They could have actually given us blue eye orb or cracked blue eye orbs even, and have someone infinitely resell them to us, or infinitely sell them to us later on. Could have worked better in terms of how Blue Sentinels help those who are being invaded, maybe. I could be wrong. Let's talk to her again.
Oh, good blade of the dark moon. Welcome home. If I can provide thee succor, only tell me how.
Now, let's not offer that for now. Let's talk
Long
to her
ago,
instead.
our father Gwyn, lamenting the waning of the fire, became cinder of his own will.
And that failed.
Now, the fire is linked by the champions who have come in his stead,
Basically, everyone who played
such as the
game.
will of father and the gods. And so the Dark Moon Knights took arms to watch over those who link the fire. But long ago, our company lost its last proper knight. Only its covenant was preserved to this day, until the time of thy visit. Heirdom taketh many forms, indeed.
Oh, you mean a Dark Moon Naias? Well, we kind of found her corpse. Kind of sucks, but found her. Let's talk to her again.
May I pose thee a question? This tower, this prison, stands tall and solitary, the contraption bridging its lower reaches long unmoving. So, by what path didst thou here ascend? Art thou a creature of the air? Or other winged thing?
I cannot fly, but you know what? Let's answer yes. It's
Oh
a joke.
my. I imagined it might be so.
Poor girl. So sheltered.
Then thou art a dragon? Or perhaps a crow? Well, whatever thou beest, thou'rt wondrous strange, yet strangely familiar, visitor.
And we're gonna leave.
Off so soon, may the dark moon watch over thee.
I feel bad for her because she's so lonely. And as for how we got here, has no one told her that there's an invisible platform that's, for some reason, above this area? Now we go down here. We're gonna try falling just to get some items. I say try. Doesn't mean we will. Ah, thank. At least we actually have the cat ring. Silver cat. Silver cat or spook is pretty much good for this place. Why? Again, we're gonna be fun to get items. Fall down here. Let's grab the Painting Guardian set. I know there's another item here. At least I think there is. God, I could be wrong. Oh, good. We didn't fall to our deaths because, oops, landed a little bit to the left or right, fall the platform, just go boom, boom, die. Which I believe has happened in this walkthrough. Okay, let's see. And no. Kind of. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I don't think there's anything else other than the Painting Guardian set. See? That's what I was talking about. Went a little bit too precisely, and boop. Now we go down here. There's basically nothing else up there. Go down the staircase, and you remember where this is. Right? So, that's all done, and we're going to warp back to Firelight to level up a bit. I'm hoping I have enough consumable souls to where we can level, like, altogether 3 times what I have now. Also souls. Okay, probably not, but at least 2 levels is good.
Very then take.
Okay, let's see. There we go.
Farewell, Ashen, may the
Now let's check every item we have. Okay, we've got Easter's Ashes. We've got our Titanite Slab chunks. We've got our Purging Stone, because this will be more useful now, because with the amount of Dark Sigils we have, it'll just take 2 deaths for us to become hollow instead of 3. I think I may try farming the boss of Anor Londo for, well, more of these. Then I may actually try farming in general for Aldrich Faithful. Well, human dregs from the Aldrich Faithful. Which is probably what I'll do between this episode and the next one, where we go through the rest of Anor Londo and take on Aldrich. Saint of the Deep. That's gonna be fun. And in fact, it'll be very easy because Aldrich is horrifically weak to fire. Which is why we have, if I'm remembering correctly, a Pyromancy Flame upgrade to this point. Maybe we should upgrade to +6. And we got the Great Pyromancy, Chaos Pyromancy Orb. So. Great Chaos Fire Orbs Pyromancy. And now let's upgrade to +6.
Do not what?
Because with a +6 Pyromancy Flame and Great Chaos Fire Orb, even on our rather unideal stats of 43 intelligence, we're still going to do impressive amount of damage with it. That way we can upgrade a fire weapon. Or a chaos weapon. Which, next episode we'll get the coal, which will enable us to do chaos infusions and lightning infusions, and I think simple infusions. Speaking of which, I need to check Andre to see if we can do simple already. And I'm gonna go with probably no, because watch. Heavy, sharp, refined, raw, crystal, poison, blood, dark, deep, fire, hollow. Yep.
Pretty.
The last code we'll get will allow us to do chaos, lightning, and simple infusions. It'll be called the Giant's Code. Why? You'll see when we get there. So this is basically it for this episode. Next one, we will explore Anor Londo and hopefully take on Aldrich, Saint of the Deep / Devourer of Gods. So I'll see you all then. Bye.